How about if I want to escape the building quickly, Nick? Clinton's about to feed me tofu.
Pull up a chair and get ready for a good time with Michael Symon, Carla Hall, and Clinton Kelly. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, welcome to Chewed Up. I am Michael Symon, and we are here with two of my favorite people on earth, the lovely Carla Hall, the fabulous Clinton Kelly, and his fabulous sweater. So this is Home Alone week, and it is Friday. And so far in Home Alone week, I made an omelet. Carla made chili dogs, a little riff on chili dogs. And Clinton is bringing it home with the perfect Home Alone dish. The one that one person would enjoy more than anyone else on earth. That dish that maybe you don't need friends. And if you didn't, and if you had them, you're not going to share them with
Michael
you.
Symon.
Because nothing says you're home alone like tofu. Take it away, Clinton.
Let me explain.
Let me explain.
All right, so Damon, my husband, likes a protein with every dinner. And I'm like, all right, that's cool, I get it, that's your thing. You want a chicken, or you want a pork, or you want a steak, and I get it. I sometimes want to break from meat. So when Damon is not home for whatever reason and I'm cooking for myself, I like a protein meal, but I make tofu. He has no interest in this dish. I just want to say, if you hate tofu.
The reason Clinton and I get along so well is Damon and I feel, Clinton and Liz are very much alike, and Damon and I are very much alike.
It's true. And when the four of us get together, you talk to Damon, I talk to Liz, and we're like, whatever. So if you don't like tofu, I totally understand. If it's not your jam, it's not your jam. I personally do like it, but this dish could very easily be made with chicken thighs. So if you just brown up a couple of chicken thighs, and instead of the tofu, just make this for yourself. Okay, so.
Can I just,
yes.
I'm sorry. This is how this really went down, I feel. This is why Clinton's home alone tonight making tofu. Honey, what are you making for dinner tonight? I'm making tofu. All right, I'll see you later.
Bye.
I happen to like tofu.
Okay, I know. And,
I do.
And I don't, by the way, I like making a lot of tofu jokes. I am not as anti-tofu as sometimes I play on television, because Liz has eaten a lot of tofu.
Yeah, so here, you want an extra firm tofu for this, because you don't want too much moisture, and you want these cubes to hold up. Now, I don't really use a recipe when I'm doing this at home, so I just cut up as much tofu as I feel like I might eat, and you want like 1-inch cubes of tofu, and then what I do is I toss them in a little bit of cornstarch with a little bit of salt and pepper. Simon, take off your tag. That was the note from Nick.
How about if I want to escape the building quickly, Nick? Clinton's about to feed me tofu.
No respect around here.
You got so much respect, it's unbelievable.
I'm teasing. All right, so let's turn, where's our heat? Right here. We're gonna turn this to a, about a 6 or so out of 10.
Yeah, why didn't you just scream, Simon, take off your tag?
All right, so we're starting with dried tofu, cutting it into 1-inch squares, do a light toss in salt, pepper, and a little bit of cornstarch, not a heavy coating of cornstarch, and we take it off to the side. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. Okay. Have you guys like Indian food? We've talked about Indian food before.
Yes. Oh, God, love.
Yes, a lot of Indian food is vegetarian, actually. A lot of Indian American food, when you go to Indian restaurants, they include lots of chicken and meat, but a lot of Indian people don't eat meat. So there's a dish called Saag, S-A-A-G, Paneer. And Paneer is a cheese that's sort of a firm cheese. It's almost a little bit like a halloumi-ish or softer.
I think it's
like pressed ricotta. You know,
like a ricotta. It's interesting. There's not really an American version of it, but it's like a white.
But I think it has halloumi-type qualities.
It does have a little.
I've had it several times in London, which London has there's amazing Indian food in London.
Yes.
So this is sort of my riff on, this is very Indian inspired.
Yeah.
My Saag paneer. So instead of doing that, that's spinach and paneer. So this is going to be spinach and tofu.
Yeah. Got
It's just when I want a little, reset as well. I just don't want to eat the meat. Okay, so I'm using a very neutral oil here. This is canola. I wouldn't use olive oil in this because the olive oil becomes a dominant flavor in it. I just sort of want this oil not to have a lot of flavor. So then I take these tofu cubes, I drop them in the oil.
Yes,
I'd probably wait for them to get a little bit hotter, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And if you're not a big fan of tofu, you might like to try the cornstarch method because it helps the tofu crisp up a little bit. And so it's not the mushy texture that a lot of people don't like. So for one, this would be it. We can crank this up a little bit more, I think.
I love it.
All right, well, I am doing that. Should we talk about something? Because we have a little bit of time here before.
Yeah, like, what about, like, so do you feel when you're cooking for yourself, like when you're not cooking for our significant others or friends or family, do you feel like when you cook for friends and family, do you cook knowingly what everyone that's coming is gonna like?
Yes.
Or do you only cook what you're gonna, you know what I mean? Do you cook what you're gonna like and hope they like it? So like cooking at home alone, is the food more honest, do you think? Honest to you?
Ooh, I like that.
It might be. I think before I have any guests over my house, I always email them or text them like allergies or aversions. I just ask because I want to know. Like, I don't want to put my heart and soul into making something like a braised short rib, for the whole day, and then they're like, I don't eat meat, So I always ask. So this is sort of, I guess this really is a little bit more honest. Like, this is what I feel like eating a lot of the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, unapologetically. I mean, yes, I think it's honest. I think sometimes, though, I will try something that I've been thinking about that somebody...
Like take it for a test run.
Yeah, I take it for a test run. I don't have to worry about somebody saying, oh, well, that wasn't good, right?
Yeah, no.
You know?
Yeah, I get that completely.
Yeah.
It's funny, like you always said, like, do you have any allergies? We entertain a lot, and I mean, I know all my friends what they can and can't eat now.
Yeah.
But I just send the menu. I'm like, here's
you do?
Saturday, 6 o'clock, here's what I'm making.
Right.
That must get them excited.
Yeah, so like there's kind of I have a thought what I want to make. And again, most of the people coming over weekly or bi-weekly, like I have a friend that got bit by the Lone Star tick, so she can't eat red meat.
Can't eat
Right.
red meat.
Any red meat.
Oh.
Yeah, which I mean, think about rough that will be.
Yeah, I
Like
have a friend
pork.
who-
Anything with a hoof.
Yeah.
Isn't that the craziest thing?
It is.
That is the weirdest
It's
thing.
like when literally that tick took away the enzymes out of your body.
know.
Break
that's-
it down, and it's
is
like
a strange one.
And some different people get different levels. Like it's very common in Long Island. And when you were growing up, was it a thing or?
When I was growing up on Long Island, ticks were a big thing. Like Long Island is sort of known for having a lot of ticks. Rocky Mountain spotted fever was the thing when I was growing up as a kid in the 70s. That you'd come home after playing. Because remember in the 70s, it'd be like, get out of the house, go out, go play
Yeah, at
wherever
8
you can
a.m.
find. At 8 a.m. Don't
See
come
you
home.
at dinner.
Don't come home until dinner. Yep, that's it. And so then you'd have a full tick check. Coming home, like mom would strip you down, check your hair, check your ears, and all the kids. Remember the kids being like, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Rocky Mountain spotted fever. It was a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter-in-law, because the kids are always outside.
Yeah.
And playing and stuff. She when they come in, she tapes them. You know what I mean? Because some of the smaller
the little
ticks,
ones, yeah,
the
the
ones that are
nymphs.
harder to see are
The
the ones
nymphs.
that do the worst. Those
Yeah.
are the more dangerous. The big ones typically, but she just tape because it'll pull the ticks right off.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard of
Yeah.
that.
Yes. But if they start sucking your blood, the bigger ones, that's when you gotta
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
They're damn ticks.
Gross. They're so disgusting. Oh my God, I hate ticks. That's why when I see deer, I'm like, get that deer. People are like, deer, they're so cute. All I see is they're gonna eat
Ticks.
my
I just-
flowers and ticks.
I have. Do you, CK, in Connecticut, do you grow a lot of hosta?
I do grow a lot of hosta, but I have to spray the shit out of that stuff to make sure that the deer don't eat it.
I mean, hosta to deer is like, think
candy.
of what you like to eat more than anything else, and I feel that's what hosta is to deer. They mow those things down like it's a salad bar.
They totally
You know what I love about this whole this episode, not only is it what you eat alone, but what you may just talk about when you're alone. Because we are talking about ticks.
Yeah. No, this is. I think we have old people talk. I have one more. So, is there a food that you kind of hated as a kid, but you've learned to trust as an adult, or learn to enjoy as an adult?
Oh, that's a good question.
I didn't like cheese as a kid.
You didn't like cheese?
No, I did not like cheese.
What?
I didn't eat cheeseburgers. I had hamburgers.
Oh, God. I love cheese so much.
I didn't eat beets, asparagus.
Oh, beets probably I didn't like as a kid either, yeah.
But cheese is really, that sticks out with me. And even now, I only like certain cheeses.
I was gonna say, you're not a big cheese. I mean,
No.
like, I feel Clinton and I, you put a bowl of cheese and like Clinton and I are, we're in the cheese.
It makes me so happy. I mean, if the doctor told me that I was lactose intolerant, I'd be like, I just pull the plug. I can't go on without cheese. All right, so I took these tofu cubes out. They got a little bit brown, and so they have a nice little crisp to them. And then what I do is a little bit of a cheat here. I'll show you the cheat in a second. So I want to sort of bloom my spices a little bit. So I go into the spice rack and I look for the Indian-inspired spices. So I have a little bit of coriander seed, cumin, turmeric, and cardamom. Yep, thank you for that. Just give that a very, very quick little toast. Maybe that's more than a toast, that's great. I'm gonna cool that down by putting in my creamed spinach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, so that's just like a frozen creamed spinach?
Actually, that's not even creamed spinach.
Oh, okay.
So the story is, I usually use boxed frozen creamed spinach from the grocery store, right? That's my cheat. But my grocery store stopped carrying the brand of creamed spinach that I love so much. So now I just use the frozen spinach with the Indian spices, and then I just add a little bit of half and half to sort of turn that into creamed spinach. This is, I'm telling you, if you want to know what my life is like outside of television, this is sort of what it is.
Where we're witnessing it all happen in front of us.
We're going to be done in just a second here.
But this is the kind of stuff that Matthew and I make. I mean, we make like really quick dinners like this. We don't try to get fancy. We're like, what's our protein? Some rice.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Yeah, no, well, I don't think,
Yeah.
Like Liz and I cook a ton, but I wouldn't say we cook fancy.
Right, exactly. I mean, whenever I see...
Like a beautiful roasted chicken, quick pasta, you know.
All right, if you are laughing, drooling, or yelling at us through your screen right now,
then you're one of us, and we love you for it.
So don't just watch in silence. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube or follow wherever you're listening.
Yeah, that way you don't miss when Clinton starts another bread and cheese crusade.
okay, or when Michael burns something on purpose.
Oh, whatever. It's called Flavor Clinton.
Subscribe, follow, tell a friend, whatever it takes.
More chaos, more comfort food, every week on Chewed Up.
Let's give that a little taste.
But even when I see the pictures on social media where you're having a dinner, it's nothing hard. It's just like,
No, we don't
you know.
get cuckoo crazy.
And then this is really all it is. Then I go back in with the tofu.
Yes, you do.
And then just give it a little toss.
Yes, you do.
Maybe this is a weird recipe to do on Chewed Up. I mean,
No.
are people
Why?
expecting more from me?
No.
This,
But why? What makes that weird?
I don't know, but this is my dinner. This
I
is my
love
dinner
it.
on a night
So
when
and then
Daniel-
we have some rice.
where's the rice?
gonna
Right here.
This is a very interesting experience. It's going to be a very interesting experience for me. You know why?
Why?
Because Indian food is one of my favorite foods to eat.
Yeah.
Because one, it's not something that I'm like, I haven't worked, I didn't grow up with it so much, you know,
Yeah.
and I learned about it later in life. I never worked for someone that like was very uber skilled in it. So I tend to get it whenever I'm out and I know a great Indian restaurant. I love going to it because it's not something that I personally cook. So Indian's one of my favorite flavors of food.
Yeah.
Creamed
that was a good-
spinach is one of my favorite things in the world to eat. Like I never go to a steakhouse and don't get creamed spinach, and there's tofu in it.
So
it's
you
like,
asked about that, I think on Wednesday. Clinton, you asked about it. What's something that you would order out that you would make at home?
right.
And I think it's cuisines from other cultures because they are
yeah, I didn't even think of it that way. But
right.
That would be, yeah.
They're really like they could be labor intensive, or you just don't have the pantry to make those things.
Right.
You know. So this is as you're talking
Yeah,
about
no, you're
it,
right on the money. Like a couple weeks ago, like Esther Choi was on.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like I love eating Esther's food because Korean is not a food that I cook myself.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
All right,
Oh my
so
God, this
then
is so
I just add a couple of
gorgeous.
red pepper flakes, and then I do a little bit of flaky sea salt because I'm fancy like that when I'm home by myself. And this is, I just want to say to anybody who's of Indian heritage, I'm not passing this off as Indian food. This is just me
Indians
being
inspired.
like Indian inspired.
Yeah.
Like I love the flavors of Saag Paneer, and so that's why I'm going with it.
I'm very excited.
I am a huge
Thank you.
fan of like exploring flavors of
Yes, yes.
and like I never claim to be like, oh, I'm making an Indian dish or a Korean dish or whatever. But like to explore those flavors is I think it's great because you learn a lot about cultures through their food and flavors.
Exactly.
Totally.
I think Indian food is a great, Indian cuisine is a great way to understand spices.
And just for the record, dinner done in 15 minutes. Like literally, I did that exactly how I do it at home. Dinner's done in 15 minutes and 13 seconds.
Yeah, and then that was with us chatting and
So anyway, this is why I like eat home alone dinner. I feel like when I'm done eating it, I don't feel too full.
Yeah.
I feel like I got the protein that I needed, and
I
I don't
love
have
it.
a lot of cleanup either.
All right, Glenn Kelly.
All right, so I know you don't love tofu, but
No, this is delicious.
all right.
I say it begrudgingly.
that
I'm not
is
saying
Michael,
it
like,
not begrudgingly.
okay,
I'm
I'm
not saying it
admitting it.
because I love you. It's truly delicious.
Yeah.
The tofu's perfect in this. Like I could, like you said earlier, I could see this with chicken thighs or
for
whatever, but it's not needed. The tofu is like tofu, and that's why I always make the joke. Like people's like, why wouldn't you love cooking with tofu? It doesn't taste like anything. I'm like, that's why I don't like cooking with tofu. But it is a great vehicle to hold other flavors.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there's all these great flavors in here that the tofu doesn't compete with them. It just absorbs them and it moves through the tofu, so to speak.
The texture.
The little bit of crunch on the tofu, I think, makes
Big
a
deal.
huge difference, right? Huge
Great
difference.
dish.
You want to dance with your bowls?
Want to dance with our balls? Sure, we do, Nick.
You got fan mail. Look out, it's fan mail, fan mail.
Right.
Oh, that's me. That's my cue.
All right, good job.
Oh, got it.
Wow. This is my jam.
Delightful, CK.
Thank you.
The spices are great in there too. But
Right?
Yeah. It's a great way to use up some of the spices you have in your cabinet that you don't use a lot of, like the cardamom.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes you could, like,
You
read
buy a
recipe,
thing,
like,
yeah.
you buy a whole thing of cardamom.
And then you did basmati rice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. From Genpa74. What is the one meal you would have if the world ended tomorrow?
I'm actually going to dinner there tomorrow. I'd probably have the steak frite from Houseman
You love
in New York
Houseman.
City. I love Houseman so much. They make the best steak frite with the, it's so good. Oh, you know what I really love? My favorite all-time food is like freshly made French fries
Yeah.
with Béarnaise sauce.
Oh,
That's I could just want it. I would go out eating a mound of French fries and a bucket of Béarnaise sauce.
I mean,
Dip
crunchy
it.
on the outside and soft on the inside. You know where you pick it up and it stays really light, and when you eat it and it's crunchy, like you hear the crunch, but it's a tender crunch.
Oh, and when you go to the
Right.
great restaurants that actually do the French fries in beef tallow.
Oh, yeah. That is good stuff.
Get out.
Get out. How about
Carla,
you,
what
Carla?
about you?
Gosh, I mean, I really wanted to go with hamburger, and I know exactly how I want my hamburger cooked. But there's some places I just want a good hamburger with French fries and 2 onion rings and a lemonade, and
Right.
And I want my burger cooked medium. I do not want medium rare, and that's what I want.
All right,
I get it. Yeah.
That
You're
works.
allowed to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about
Yeah.
you, Michael?
Mom's lasagna.
Mom's lasagna.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want your mom's.
I have my mom's lasagna. Or pasticcio.
No,
or
what was the eggplant
moussaka.
thing? Yeah, moussaka.
Yeah.
Moussaka.
Any of those, like those dishes that my mom made a lot of when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but her lasagna, I love her lasagna.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
I actually took, we run it as a special still, and there's been a little bit of flashback, but we took my mom's lasagna off the menu at Angeline in the Borgata in AC because one night I was in the dining room and 2 people complained about it and said they liked their lasagna better. And I was like, nope, take it. I am not my mom. I know my mom's better. Like I got in a mom fight with the guy, and I'm like, I can't deal with this. I can take people saying to me, I don't like your blah, blah, blah. Fine. Go on. But man, when you come at Angel's Lasagna, we got a problem.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's remember.
I took it off the menu.
No, first of all, I'm gonna tell y'all. You talk about anybody that Michael Symon loves, he's coming for you.
We're fighting.
I mean,
We're fighting.
100%.
100%.
Totally.
Yeah, I will not back down.
No.
No, I don't like.
You are such a Papa Bear.
No, the people I love, and I'm not having it. You know? All right. Okay, the next one is from Stone Soup Fans. I like that name. What is your go-to weeknight meal that you have to have in the rotation?
Ooh.
Do you have like one meal that no matter what, every week you have it?
I would say once a week we have a roast chicken. Because we're obsessed with making our own, like obsessed in a weird way with making our own chicken stock. So it's like we have a chicken, we take the bones, put them in the freezer. Then when we have 2 sets of chicken bones, we make a chicken stock. And then we have, I'm beating this horse to death, gay soup.
It's very slimming.
We make, it's 2 things. Matthew's black pepper chicken curry. It's in the rotation. We also do air fried chicken thighs. We do air fried chicken thighs and like black beans and rice. Like that's and broccoli. That's literally in our thing. It's like a protein, a veg, a starch. Yeah.
Well, black beans and rice, that's another thing I make when I'm on my own. If it's just me, I'm like, I am so happy with a pot of like Cuban style black beans.
Yeah.
And sometimes I do like a little cheat on that, which is, I'll tell you what my cheat is. And Cubans will be like, what are you saying? Sometimes I buy a jar of good salsa because that has all the ingredients that black beans has in it. And then I like cook it in a saute pan and get all those flavors released, cook down the onions a little bit, and then I put the black beans in there. And
That's
then
perfect.
with garlic and let it simmer. And then serve that over rice. Delicious.
Delicious.
Cheap and easy and quick.
That was a great tip. That's a great little takeaway. I love that.
So
Yours?
it's funny because as much as we cook at home,
Yeah.
which is most nights, there are, depending on where I am, like if I'm on the East Coast, there is a little tavern by our house called, it's RJ Dowling's, right, Tim? RJ Dowling's. And then they have a burger night once a week, and Liz and I go for burger night. I get a cheeseburger, raw onion, toasted bun, French fries, and I love Yingling. It's the beer my dad drank when I was a kid, and
Ice
my
cold.
grandpa drank. You know, it's a Pennsylvania beer.
Oh, I didn't know this
And
was
they have
pretty-
Yingling there, and their glasses are in the freezer. So I get a Yingling beer in that ice cold glass and a burger. Liz gets a burger. We're like very happy.
Yeah.
And we're on the West Coast. Nancy Silverton has this little pizza place, and like we get pizza on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Typically on Wednesdays.
Okay.
But
Now that I know that, do you think that if I get a lemonade, can I ask for it in a Yingling glass?
sure.
What?
Yeah, it's
right?
not even a Yingling glass. It's just
cold.
every beer that they go, do you want a cold glass? And that's why I love this bar. The bartender's fantastic, but the glass is always ice cold. And when they pour it in, you literally get like a little ice on the top of the beer.
I don't want to start anything in America, but I'm just saying, those of you who don't drink beer, let's go after those cold glasses. Right?
Carla, if next time I go there, they're out of cold glasses because you were drinking a bunch of lemonade.
I know, right? Can I get an iced tea in a cold glass, please?
So great.
Chewed up.
You may have noticed some of the boards and plates we're using. Those are all from Frontgate, including some from my very own collection.
They've got everything from outdoor furniture to decor to entertaining essentials, all made with quality, comfort, and style in mind.
And since most of it is designed in-house, you can't find their pieces anywhere else.
Frontgate, thanks for making our spread look so good.
For more information, go to frontgate.com.
All right, one more.
One more.
Okay, this is a good one. From The Real Deal Phil.
Real deal feel.
Real
I like
Deal
it.
Phil. What are 5 staple ingredients that we should have in the kitchen at all times?
Can I start with that one? First of all, I think it depends on what food you cook. You have to design your pantry. Like, what are the staples? I could rattle off some things because of the things that I cook, like you were saying, the things that you cook.
Yeah.
And it's nothing to do with what Real Phil cook. Real Phil. Who? What?
Real Phil?
Real Phil Bill?
Real
Deal.
Real deal.
Phil.
So Phil, that's the real deal. So I think when you look at the things that you make, like I'm always cooking with beans. That means I should have canned beans. I'm always cooking with, my spices are cinnamon and cumin. I will always have those. I will always get those in larger quantities. Everything else may be in small, right?
Yeah.
I'm always going to have a lemon oil. I will always have that, in addition to my regular oils and everything, right? I'm gonna have a workhorse salt. I'm gonna have a finishing salt. And then what do I will always have citrus.
Yep.
So, that's what I know, and I will always have eggs. If it might snow, I said to Matthew, okay, it may snow this weekend. I'm like, do you have eggs? Do we have eggs? You know what I mean?
Gotta have eggs.
Like, what are the things, what are the things that I really want in the pantry? And I think when you ask yourself, if you're stuck in the house, what are those things that you absolutely want to make? That's the start of your pantry.
Right. I'm trying to think.
I'm very specific. Like,
Oh, good.
well, not like, but like I'm very specific to not only an ingredient, but like there's ones that are like certain makers that I like. Yeah. Like I always have crispy Bianco whole peeled tomatoes.
Yeah.
Always, because so I can make a quick tomato sauce. I know the tomatoes are perfect every time. I could have a pomodoro on the table in no time at all. Frankie's extra virgin olive oil. I think it's like, I like a bunch of different olive oils, but I know that one is rock solid all the time.
I never heard of
And
Frankie's.
I could have 4 different ones
Frankie's?
around it, but I could have that one sitting there. I always have cypress flake Greek sea salt, always, because I love to finish with crunchy. Crunchy salt is important to me. There's a couple brands out there that I love, but my favorite, like everyday pasta noodle is rigatoni.
Yeah.
So I always have a good quality rigatoni. Look for ones that are cut with a bronze die, that you're probably gonna get a better quality rigatoni in that world. And my favorite, like everyday vinegar, is red wine vinegar. So I always have a red wine vinegar.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
I thought you were a sherry vinegar guy.
I love sherry, but like red wine's my everyday. Okay.
Oh, interesting. So my everyday is apple cider, but I always have white balsamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
I always have apple cider because I drink in the morning.
Okay, yeah, see?
Good health.
I feel like mine is pretty basic. I always have like crushed, good quality crushed tomato in case I want to make a tomato sauce. Lots of rice and pasta, eggs. I always have eggs. I have 2 eggs every morning
I
without
always have
fail.
eggs, too.
So let's just talk. Can we talk about eggs for a second?
Yes.
Because we did. I wanted to talk about this during the on Monday's show when you were doing the omelet. So not to talk about health and all that, but I've always had. I'm not always, but for years now, I've had high cholesterol.
Yeah.
And I've had some doctors say to me, like, oh, maybe you should cut down on the amount of eggs that you eat, because I eat eggs every day.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, but they really make me happy, and I'm not convinced that they're doing anything bad to me.
Right.
So even though I have high cholesterol, I said to the doctor, I want to know, I want all the tests. Give me all the tests. Am I going to have a heart attack? I really want to know. So I had the doctor do an EKG. So I've got a perfect EKG, perfect resting heart rate, perfect blood pressure. Then I had a carotid artery ultrasound, no blockage at all, and an aortic CAT scan with 0 calcification. And I'm like, you know what? I have been eating eggs every single day for like the last 20 years, and I have no cholesterol buildup. So if there's any part of you that's like, I don't know, I hear that eggs are bad for you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only giving you my personal case study. I'll show you the tests if you want. But like, I really feel like eggs got a bad rap for
Yeah, I mean, my
time.
grandfather, his cholesterol was always a little high.
Yeah.
Pap. He lived 102, almost 103, ate eggs every day for breakfast.
Yeah.
But
Never
information
took a
is
cholesterol
power.
medication.
Right.
I think, and to your point, you had the proof based on your blood work. That's the thing. Go to the doctor and get the proof.
Get the blood work. Like, yeah, seriously, I might be predisposed to have high cholesterol, but not predisposed to making arterial plaque.
Right.
But I just want and
I have plaque.
Yeah, oh, you do
I
have
do
plaque.
have plaque. So
Yeah.
I don't watch on my eggs. I don't. But I do take a cholesterol medication because
Yeah.
I do have a little bit of plaque.
Yeah.
Not like, it wasn't enough to make them like freak out.
Yeah.
But my doctor's like, I wouldn't tell you to take this if you didn't have any plaque.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, my point is, because I ranted about nutritionists and like telling you what to do. Like, your health is about you and your doctor, right?
Yeah.
Like, and get all the tests that you can possibly either like your insurance will cover or that you can afford. So
Knowledge
I know
is
healthcare
power.
is a big.
No, but knowledge is power,
Yeah,
Clinton
it is.
Kelly.
Yeah.
Like, and you did the work. You didn't. I feel it's very easy to go in, and I love my doctor, but you go in, you did it, and you listen to what the doctor says immediately because you grew up that way.
Yeah.
And you should listen to your doctors, but you should also want to know, I want the full rundown, and so then I could figure out what's causing this in how I'm living my day-to-day
And how to
life also.
advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Right, because I had a new doctor who's like, let's bump up your cholesterol meds. And I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
If I don't have to. I want to see all the numbers for myself. I want all the tests.
Yes, dude. Dr. Dude.
Dr. Dude. So anyway, how are we doing, Nick?
We're doing good.
We're good? Whatever you guys want to do.
We're gonna have
Let's
one
do
more
the
bite
giveaway.
of Clinton's delicious. I'm like,
It's-
Clinton, look, there's no
No.
tofu left.
I'm happy to see that you enjoyed your tofu.
Don't
Michael.
tell anybody,
Yay.
no tofu.
Michael, are you doing the giveaway?
Oh, it's a good one.
It's a good one.
All right.
It's a good one.
So this is a fun one. This is one of my more favorite things that Liz designed for our Frontgate line. So this is, it's a little wrinkled, this one. I had it in the back of my bag. But it is a breadboard with a carrier. So it's a great thing to give. We've been giving them a lot to people for housewarming gifts and
So
things
good.
like that, because you could
Housewarming,
put in a fresh loaf of bread in with it. You know,
yeah.
and then you
Yeah.
give them the bread, the board, and they
And the bag.
Yeah. So look, so it secures in there, and then you could just
Here, do it this side. It's Magic Mike.
boom, and you just.
Magic Mike.
Carla showed its backside, and the board comes out. You have this beautiful board that you could hang. It has the antique brass rivet in there. It's really pretty.
Beautiful.
It's
just
really
a nice
pretty.
thing to have. And we're
Don't throw that in the dishwasher.
and
If
wash.
you throw cutting boards in the dishwasher, just don't tell anybody. Let you be home alone.
I
mean,
am.
really.
This is my feeling on this. The only thing that should really go in the dishwasher are plates and silverware.
I know. What?
You should put pans in the dishwasher. You should put
No.
knives in the
Shouldn't put
dishwasher.
knives
Should
in
put
the
boards in the dishwasher.
I
Wooden
mean-
utensils. Like you got to be like, come on, guys. It's not that hard. Like people go, oh, I'm not buying that pan. I can't put it in the dishwasher.
Laura,
And the way
Kathleen,
I think is, I
Stacy.
wouldn't buy a pan that you could.
Julie, Adele, Janice, Jeffrey,
I bet you that pan that made my omelet stick, you could probably put that in the
Dee,
dishwasher.
Elizabeth, Sharon, Bridget.
So butthurt about that album.
I am, dude. I never have eggs stick to a pan, ever. My technique is very good.
It is.
That pan is gonna piss me off for a week. All right, we got Terry M. from Williamsburg, Virginia.
Yay!
All right, Terry. So Terry, you are gonna get the breadboard and the carry bag. I don't have a loaf of bread to put in there for you, but enjoy, and I think you are going to love it.
Yes, and we should just say once again, we can't say it enough. Thank you all so freaking much for being so supportive of Chewed Up. Don't forget to subscribe to the show so that you can get all the updates and you can enter into the contests and all that stuff and get behind the scenes information.
Yeah, and let us know what you think about our new digs.
Yes.
Comments
We are
below.
digging it. We're digging our digs.
We're digging our
Thanks,
digs.
LG. You know,
yeah,
we're
digging it.
thanks,
Yeah,
And
LG.
actually, we want to thank all, like, there's a lot of people that have made this possible. You know, like,
Yeah.
you see the stuff from Frontgate and, you know, all the different, like, we just had Caraway. People have been really good to us, very supportive. You know, we hadn't had the chew, so to speak, chewed up the chew on for 7 years.
Yeah.
So that so many people have come back and loved it and been so, all the sponsors have been so supportive. It's been
It warms the
very
cockles
flattering.
of our hearts. It really does.
It does.
We talk all the time amongst ourselves how wonderful you all have been and how like the love, you can literally feel it, like
Yeah.
with your comments. So
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of you have been jerks, but that's all right. Only a couple.
Yeah,
Only a
it's
couple.
okay.
The vast majority of you are awesome.
We can handle the jerks.
You can hell enjoy. Y'all, have a great weekend.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Chewed up.
Thanks for tuning in to Chewed Up, and thanks to our sponsor Frontgate for making the show possible. Special thanks to Fresh Direct for providing the groceries on today's episode. New episodes drop every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To subscribe, snag recipes, and dig into all the extra fun, head to chewedupshow.com or just find Chewed Up Show on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. Now go make a mess in your own kitchen.